Okay, we're going to make the bushcraft sheath for the Jacklore. So I've cut round my template, and I've just wanted to show you how I do these radiuses for the corners. Well, these are old chisels, rounded chisels, and I'm going to cut that out on there. I've already punched that out there, so with the Stanley knife, very carefully follow that contour down. And then we'll continue up for the strap. I'll just put that punch in there, and then we'll continue up for the strap on the other side. So I'll just... So we get our wide chisel, and then I go wet the edges and then just give them a light burnish. The groove line, and then we're going to punch the holes. So here's a stitch groover. Now there's a cross section here, so I like to put a nice light line in first. Now you'd notice at a stop, because I want to make sure this lines up and then I'll join the two. So I'm coming down a bit. Nice and carefully. And I'll just join the two up. Carefully, so. And then I just go slightly deeper with the second groove. Right lads, we've got, these are what you call, these are new, they're called stitching chisels, and they're actually the exact shape of an awl, and there's a 6, a 4 and a 2, and the distance between the stitching is 4mm on this size. You can get them 3mm, you can get them 2mm. I use the 4mm. Line it up and we want one extra hole, so line the things in the hole. So you can see we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 holes that way, and now I'm going to come round. But if we've got 12 holes that way, we start the same, and we've marked it out the same. We should have 12 holes this way. And the last one. Now we'll come do the rounds. So now we're coming around the radius. I'm going to go back on the 2. Now, just in case you're wondering lads, these stitching chisels are a diamond shape. That's what they call diamond stitching, and they're exactly the same shape as an awl. So the awl is exactly the same shape. So the holes over time should close back up around the stitching to give you a nice neat stitching, and obviously when you wax the thread, you know, should be nice and solid. So that's as far as I'm going to go with the stitching pattern at the moment. So I've just drew around the shape, so this is going to be the welt. It don't really matter if you're not so careful with this lads, because it's all going to be sanded off anyway. Hi lads, these are the sheaths that I'm making for Sandy. This one's all stitched up with the fire steel, and we've added extra stitching on the fire steel loop for strength. Stitching's all done by an awl, punched and then threaded to with the awl. Sorry about the sun, it's right in my back. Come on. And then it's all been completely burnished. And there's a Jacklore in it. And this one's only half stitched, so I'll carry on with that and show you that. So there's a fire steel loop, lads, and as you see, we've incorporated it all stitched in. So it's a double row of stitching at the top, and the fire steel loop stitched, and then we've just hand stitched down, and I've come back 3 stitches, so they're double stitched for the last 3. Edges all burnished and dyed dark brown, and it just gives it a nice contrast. Belt loop is double stitched as well, so it's all moulded to the design of the Jacklore knife. So put the two together and you can see. Okay lads, just to show you, it's made for the Jacklore, and this is a British tan with the black stitching. It's a nice snug fit. Burnished edged. Double stitched. That's stitched and back stitched. So this is the sheaths that Sandy's requested me to make. He wanted them with a fire steel loop, nice contrasting stitching, and I think it's a perfect complement to the Jacklore. Leave us your PM me your thoughts lads, and see you in the next one. Bye.